advocate for change. So for change he has advocated in relation to the fight against corruption made him a revolutionary. And he will be counted amongst many in our country who have changed the course of history in that particular fight, and lest we forget. And that's it.
Thank you, Zaini. Okay, Alpha.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mbalula. Alpha Mushana here from Eyewitness News. I know it may be a bit insensitive, but I think anyone who's watching may be wondering what condition he's facing. Are you at liberty? Are you able to speak about the condition he's facing?
Well, I've said it in the statement, critical, and that is it. Anything further than that is in the hands of the doctors and who are looking after him. And so, like any other person who's in hospital in a critical position, he gets the best care from the medical practitioners of our country. And that is what is happening at the present moment.
Oh, sorry, or maybe if I could rephrase, but the illness.
We can't talk about that. It is the terrain of the family. Yes.
With the SABC, actually you spoke highly about the role that Mr. Godan has played. And just, juxtaposing that thought with what you just said, that he's been vilified, enemies. What could lead to that? I mean, one would think that such a person who would, work hard to expose, fight corruption should be praised. What do you think is exactly that?
Of course, you live in this country. You are not in Jamaica or United States. You know what has happened. You know PG's role in the leading up to state capture. You know that. He was in the forefront of that. And you know who are the forces and the quarters who will vilify him in this country, and who they associate with. You know that. And it's not for me to repeat. We are not there now. And the fact of the matter is that it will remain. I mean, they won't be pleased. They will continue to celebrate, but as they do so, history will absolve him in terms of the role that he has played. And I'm certain in the annals of history, he will be judged fairly for a man who stood when it was not fashionable against all odds. And the fact that he cannot be praised by everybody because it's not money, it meant you had to sacrifice yourself into the struggle for the good of humanity. And that's what he has done. And it's no surprise when he's at a critical situation in terms of fighting for his life and all of that, that they can even come out and wish for his death. It tells you the impact he has made. And that is what must be celebrated. It meant that it took a man in a generation to stand up for what is good. And if you look at those who are opposed to him and who wish him dead, and you look at where they come from, it tells you a story about how far we have gone, how still is it near or still very far where we are heading to. Like you said, a person of that caliber must be celebrated, and I'm certain that a lot of good South Africans will recognize and celebrate PG's work in this country as they do every day, like we went to the state capture and all of that, and those who supported him in that regard. And for sure, as the ANC, we are now in a better place and piling up, the momentum in the fight against graft and corruption in our country because of men and women alongside PG who stood up